This building holds just north of 80,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Washington Commanders. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. They started on the ground with Eckler. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. Mariota. That's to the speedster Olamide Zaccheaus. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
But certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with. And there's a completion right there.
They'll get it across the 35. It'll be second down.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
Now a 2nd and 6. Play action now. Mariota. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A gain of 14, first down Commanders. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
Gets this out quickly to Dotson. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. From a couple of yards beyond midfield, here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Mariota. Mariota so nimble, sliding to the ground with a first down. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that earns him a fresh set of downs.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
Running on first down, Eckler skirts by him at the 35. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Mariota now. On the screen, this is Eckler. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 21. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
Forced out to his, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Baron Browning able to drop him for a loss of a couple. And, of course, that's not an easy man to sack. You know how elusive he can be trying to get outside of the pocket. That was a great play on the defensive side.
And I wonder what was going through his mind because he didn't seem as committed to using his legs to pick up yardage. He wanted to keep that play alive, so either take off and go or throw.
Touchdown, Washington. Austin Eckler, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Commanders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. That was a really good opening drive on a number of fronts. 10 plays, very methodical, set the tone.
So you know right now, if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're on the sideline saying, okay, what do we have to dial up? in order to get off the field a lot faster, because both sides are out there for 10 plays, but one side comes off energized, and the other side comes off with some questions.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And to about the 23.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Here's Stidham. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And not much room to speak of. He'll get about 3 up to the 41.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down, it's Riley Dixon on now to kick it away for Denver. Back deep here, Jamison Crowder. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it 2nd and 7. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Mariota. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3-and-out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
Mariota on first down. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
No shortage of impressive moments from him thus far. Now he's halfway to the century mark, and we're still in the first half. There's been no answer for his running ability so far by the defense. I can't wait to see what adjustments they'll have to make during the halftime break.
On 2nd down, Eckler. Now the ball comes loose, but fortunately he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Even though he recovered his own fumble, you know how much he hates to put the ball on the ground. He's going to be frustrated with himself.
And what do you think the time frame was from the time the ball escaped his grasp to him getting it back? It didn't take that long, right?
Right.
To him, it probably felt like hours because he's agonizing, like, I've got to get this football back. Able to get it done.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Robinson up the middle. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
2nd and 7. Throwing, Mariota. Zacchaeus here hauling it in. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 20-yard line. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. From the red zone now, Mariota. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw, Mariota. Out left to Dotson. And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. To the air again, Mariota. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. John Bates from 10 yards out. And the Commanders drive the entire length of the field, 99 yards for the score. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. On second down, Williams. And he'll get this to about the 34, a gain of just 3. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he will have a Broncos first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
On first down, Stidham. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
On second down, here's Stidham. He'll find Reynolds over the middle. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. From the gun, it's Stidham. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
First down now, but that clock rolling. From midfield now, here's Stidham. Finding Williams once more, complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Stidham will throw again. Throw left side to Reynolds. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. Here's Stidham. That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Stidham. And that one his first incompletion in his last 6 passes. And it's 3rd down.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Again, Stidham. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Patrick. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They run. It's Williams. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. To throw is Stidham. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Call it a gain of a yard. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Stidham, 3rd down from the gun. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Lutz is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing it to break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board, give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
It's showtime, baby. Let's ride up. Let's ride up. Here we go, right to play, baby.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. So we've reached halftime here in our nation's capital with the Commanders on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And able to get this out to the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
A 9-yard pickup, just 1 yard away from 3 consecutive first down plays.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. A toss to the wide side. This is Williams. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 52 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. Dorrance Armstrong in on the stop.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
2nd down and 8. They run it again with Williams. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Here's Stidham to throw. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. The kick by Lutz is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
Let's go get it now.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. Now it's Crowder. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. 1st down, Mariota. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Working out of the gun, Mariota. That is caught, and he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it second down. Mariota now. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. In the 3rd quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Now Mariota. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, it's Mariota. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Marcus Mariota from 17 yards out. And the Commanders will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And As you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Stidham's throw into the hands of Reynolds here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And that's one of the better plays we've seen this offense put together so far. They haven't been able to get on track much at all. But listen, they're only down a couple of scores with the rest of this quarter and the entire fourth remaining. So, stranger things have happened.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this third quarter of play. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now at FedEx Field. Now 2nd and 5. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. Over the middle, complete. It's Williams. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 83 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Now Stidham, off play action. Going to throw deep for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now it's Stidham. And this one is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Stidham. Yeah, this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. A great effort there. 28 yards. And the Broncos get a bit closer. So this now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a 1-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
Lutz with the extra point as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion.
Let's do this, man. Let's focus in on what we got to do here. Let's go, baby. Let's have some fun. Bring it. Bring it. Come on, Bills. Be the right road. Nothing here.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
But plain and simple, that's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's going to have to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
A second down throw here for Mariota. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to make it 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. They begin the drive with Williams. And some room to roam now. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 96 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Now Stidham on 2nd down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Just because you've got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Washington on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. A Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 9. And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
3rd and long. It's Stidham. That is incomplete.
I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that'll get the lead down to 5. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Mariota now to throw on first down. And he short arms that one just a bit. It's low and incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, Mariota. Over the middle, brought in by Dotson. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. Mariota to throw it. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he's going to have a Commanders first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. To the air again, Mariota. This pass hauled in by Dotson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Mariota. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Come on, baby, get low.
Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Now Stidham. And that's caught by Williams. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
They come up now on 2nd and 2. Stidham. Caught by Dulcich. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
No timeout. You got to go quick here.
Final minute, no timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10. That is caught. Josh Reynolds. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
This is where hustle and urgency come into play. I think you've got to get up there and spike it.
Here's 1st down. Here's Stidham. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Patrick. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
I'm starting to wonder here. Are they trying to prevent winning? Because right now, they're laying back and they're picking them apart, moving the ball downfield. I think they got to start bringing a little pressure towards the quarterback.
This one came right down to the wire, and CD, they had that one final chance to try to navigate their way into the end zone, but couldn't get it done to avoid the loss.
Yeah, and how about the defense there? Because while they had one final look at the end zone, the defense made sure they knew what they were doing on the last play, executed it flawlessly, and no flags. Because remember, if there's a defensive penalty, there's one play left in the game that the offense gets. They didn't allow that to happen.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Commanders pick up the victory as we say so long from our nation's capital.